The Assassin and the Ninja. Interesting episode title, don't you think? Yeah, that was the episode title also for chapter 99 in the manga for Blue Lock. Hello, my treasure. Welcome back to another Blue Lock video. And oh my gosh, it took me some time to actually film this video because let me put this down. I have rewatched that episode 3 times because, oh my gosh, I just laughed so hard, and there is so much action happening in this episode because the episode started off with, of course, the selection of the 3 members for Team A and the 3 members for Team B. And of course, in the first, Team A, Isagi was selected as, of course, the final one. And Isagi was like, oh my gosh, I'm selected as one of the first ones, which, very funny. Gagamaru and Igarashi were just laughing so much. They were like, oh my gosh, Isagi, you should know that you can be picked, right? Especially because you're the main character. And then, of course, Isagi being shocked that Chigiri is one of the opponents in his first match and in actually the decision match. And we get to know some more characters in this episode more in detail. And what I found so funny is how Nanase and Hori are just such angels, and together with Isagi, also his angel goodness shines through. And those 3 together, it's all fluffy. They were all glitter and everything surrounding Isagi. And of course, he then gets reminded of how Ego, Baro, and Rin are, and like they're demon type of environment, and he's like, oh my gosh, it's so fluffy and nice here. And we even get to see more of that fluffiness in additional time. But yeah, this episode had a lot of soccer in it. So yeah, we only had, like maybe a quarter of the episode a bit about talking, and 3/4 of the episode it was just soccer all along. And we get to, of course, also be more introduced into other characters in Karasu and Otoya, and also see how they work together. And specifically that Karasu is targeting Isagi and his weakness, which Isagi is really much torn that he's like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna show myself in this field in order to not be completely, ignored by Rin and Shido. And of course, he is gonna be ignored by Rin and Shido because they are egoist to the top. They do score really, really beautiful goals. But at the end of this episode, it is 2 against 4, which means that the team where Isagi is in is behind. And the episode ends with a cliffhanger where we see Shido and Rin really at each other's neck. Because, being number 1 and number 2 really basically means that they're the biggest egoist in the whole of Blue Lock, and putting them together on a team is never a recipe for success, right? We do also get to see, of course, my best boy Chigiri really shining through, and noticing also that in order for him to be a part of the game is to really show his added value to the number 6 people, right? And by showing that, he actually gets the chance to show what he is capable of. And of course, they had to do, some funny things where they were like, oh, good job, girl. And I was like, okay, just because he's pretty doesn't mean he's a girl, okay? Just because he cares about how he looks doesn't mean he's a girl. And he even says, like, you do know I'm a guy, right? It's like, stay away from me. I'm not interested in you. It was so funny. The attitude that was in the voice, it wasn't that much in the animation, but the attitude in the voice, like, you do know I am a boy, right? It's like, stay away. I am not a princess. I am not a girl. So that was just too funny. And like I said, we end off with the biggest cliffhanger ever. I was like, wait, you cheated me out of so much, goodness that I was like, okay, let me grab the manga again. Let me reread it just so that I can already experience what is going to happen. Because I have already experienced it, right? So I've already read the manga, but still, you know, being left on this type of cliffhanger is... it's brutal, okay? I just have to tell you, it's brutal. But then we enter additional time, and additional time, oh my gosh, you know, it's so funny to see Isagi, you know, like, oh, let me also get some drinks for the others. And the others are like, oh, let me also get some drinks. And they're all like, oh yeah, now we have 9 glasses of water. And then we move over, of course, to Chigiri's group, and it's like, they are such a total mismatch, and it's so funny how they're standing next to each other and they're like, oh my gosh, why we are not working together, because one dude looks like a predator and is like a surfer dude who's like goes with the flow, and the other one is a grandma boy. A gorilla grandma boy. So yeah, Chigiri being the princess that he is, and I'm sorry, he's always called princess, right? He's like, yeah, this is not gonna flow very well. And then I almost forgot, but it was also in the manga, is you see Jubei and, you know, like his glam, and then he, you know, like he is with the 3 most unglammed people in the whole world. And I really do feel sad for Jubei in that part. It's like, they are so not glam. And he is in the not so glam parallel, and him just like, oh, he needs sparkle, but the sparkle is with Isagi. The sparkle is not with Jubei. But yeah, that was it for that episode. And of course, what we also do after we have discussed the episode and have, you know, summarized the most important and funny bits, is we're gonna open some items. And yes, these are the new line of lookup figures for Blue Lock from Mega House. These were just released, and these are the Rio and Nagi. And yes, they were not in this episode. I debated opening something else, but they were here, and I was like, I need to get them out of the box. So yeah, we're gonna get these out of the box. And also something else, because I also have the sitting Nagi figure, and I was like, yeah, I need them. And if you know, and if you've watched that video, you know that actually this is the second wave of Nagi, because there is already a lookup figure from Nagi where he has his mouth different, you know, like his mouth is open. You can see it here. There we go. And yeah, this is the second wave. And also Rio is now here. Next to that, they also, of course, at the same time announced that Rin and Sei lookup figures were being released also in October. In Japan, they already have them. My order got delayed until end of October. And as today is the 12th of October, yeah, I'm not going to see them until, you know, like we're going to discuss them and unbox them somewhere in November. Because the moment they're here and the moment, you know, like we have a Blue Lock video, yeah, they're getting out of that box immediately. But yeah, let's start with, you know, getting them out of the box. Starting, of course, with my best buddy, Rio. And oh my gosh, Rio, look at him. Look at how adorable. Look at his little ponytail. Aww. And he's just, you know, like, he looks so happy. We know what's gonna happen, but he looks so happy here. It's just so adorable. I love him so. Look at him. Look. I know what's going to happen, but I'm still hopeful. Oh, he is just so freaking adorable. I love these lookup figures, and I love that I finally have a Rio lookup figure, because all the figures that I have from Rio, except for the one there, the Striker Awakening figure from Rio, all the other figures from Rio are just, yeah. They don't do my boy justice, right? They make him look horrible. Where is the sticky tape here? Oh, there we go. But yeah, let's get also Nagi out of the box. And, you know, like, let's see the difference between them, because, you know, there is quite some difference between this one and the other one, as in the mouth is only different, I think. At least that's what I thought I saw, that only the mouth is different on this one. But I can be wrong, right? But I don't think I am wrong. Oh, sorry. I didn't open the final part. There's so much tape surrounding these things. It's ridiculous. So yeah, there we go. And we have, sorry, don't look. Let's not look. I really do wish, sorry, that they gave him a different outfit also. But nope. They gave him his Team V. And let me see. I think apart from, no, yes, no, yes, no. Okay. Is it only the mouth? No. No, it's also the eyes. The eyes are also different. These are more hopeful eyes. These are like, I'm without Rio. This is for later in the series when he's, like separated from Rio. And this is when he's still with Rio. So, but yeah, this is the new one. I really, he was very popular. His lookup figure. It was the hardest one to get. I actually had to pay more than retail price to get his first wave lookup figures because I wasn't supposed to get it. I already explained that. But then I found out that this, wasn't a re-release. It was like a second version of it. And I was like, no, why a second version? So yeah, that's why I had to get both. And now I have also the depressed, the sad Nagi here. And that's not the only Nagi that I have. I also have here a, what is this called? This is from episode, the Blue Lock episode Nagi. And this is just Nagi, like looking at his phone where there's something Blue Lock happening on his phone. I think he's watching soccer or playing a soccer game. So actually, maybe I should have, I didn't have him yet then. Last week, should have unboxed him last week, right? Because that's when we had, like more Rio and Nagi. Because like I said, in this episode, we didn't have them. And that's going to take, oh, wow, look at the inside of the box. It even says, Nagi says, yeah, I cannot store these boxes because I don't have any space left. Oh, I didn't know it came on a stand. Look, there's even a stand there. Oh, that's why it was so expensive. So yeah, this one was, what was it? I think it was either 6,000 or 8,000 yen. 6,000, somewhere between 6,000 and 8,000 yen. This one was, and I don't know why it was so expensive, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get it anyway because it looked really cute, and it was announced at the same time when the lookup figures were announced, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a chance, and it's Nagi, right? And it was announced at the time that I still had some space left in my Blue Lock cupboard. It was announced before I knew that I was getting all 5 figures for the Blue Lock Ichiban Kuji Striker one. So yeah, I pre-ordered this one before that. So yeah, now that I have so many figures, I'm like, oh gosh, this is bad. Oh, I like it. It's a big base though. It's a big base. Look, this is what the base looks like. Oh, I like it. With the clock. Oh, with that 45 minutes. Yes, I know. I do know a bit about soccer. That's the time that 1/2 takes to play soccer. And then we put our little dude on there. And then how do we put him there? Like this, maybe? Oh, okay. Let me first show him better to you. So there we go. Here we have Nagi, and his hair is deadly. He's very nice sculpted. You can see a lot. I'm not going to include B-roll, so this is everything that you're going to see from him. I'm going to, make some cool pictures and post some stuff online or in the community tab, which has more details. But yeah, this is what he looks like. And he is not watching anything. He just has the Blue Lock loading, now loading, it says. So finally I know what it says. I was like, what does he have on his phone? But he has on his phone, and he has only two lenses on his phone. But I guess he uses his phone to play games, right? And not to do anything else. And yeah, his booty is flat because it needs to stand perfectly on here. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. But where am I gonna put it though? Because this takes up a lot. Well, you know what? I can decorate this with all kinds of... Look, I can put this there also. Oh my gosh, that looks so cute. I love it. Oh, these figures are gorgeous. I love this one. Yeah. And I was debating not doing, you know, like unpacking these figures and doing something else because I have so many items that I need to get still out of the box. I have some very nice mystery capsule toys from Blue Lock. I also have the bookmark, a full case of mystery bookmarks from Blue Lock. Oh my gosh, they're so cute and adorable. I unboxed already 2, but I still have, I think, around 20 left to get out of the packaging. And I also bought a Blue Lock magazine that comes with a DIY, build your own soccer table. And I have done DIYs before, right? Those Japanese books which come with DIY. I've done, for example, the capsule toy for Pretty Cure. That took me 2 hours to build. So I thought, you know what, let's not do that for this episode. Maybe next week or the week after that, I'm going to build the soccer table, but then I'm going to do it, you know, like before the episode airs, and I'm just going to show you then the end product because yeah, it's going to take a couple of hours, I think, before I can build it because it looks awesome. Okay, I have to tell you, it looks awesome, but it is so much work. I like these paper crafts, but you really do need to have the time to do it. And as this airs on Saturday, and Saturday is the busiest day, right? Because I need to do a lot of things in a house. I have 2 kids, right? And they need to be entertained on the Saturday. And we go out on Saturday. I don't like going out, but they like going out. So I go out on Saturday. So yeah, doing stuff before the episode airs is kind of tricky. Yeah, that was it for this episode. Let me know what was your favorite part in a Blue Lock Season 2 Episode 2, The Assassin and the Ninja. I have to say, I'm sorry, it always comes down to additional time. I love additional time. Additional time again was the best. And the cliffhanger. Oh my gosh, that cliffhanger. Perfect. Love it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I say, miss you, love you. Bye-bye.